Morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. People who missed yesterday's class, you will be able to, mail me your details to this mail ID so that I will be able to send the yesterday's class and today's class also. This recorded video will be given after 2 hours. My team is going to be giving. If you don't get any videos, you can just call these numbers or you can also mail me in this. So as I told you, data analytics means what? So as I told you, data analytics means understanding the past. Clear? If somebody tells you what is the data analytics, తెలుగులో data విశ్లేషణ, data గణన అంటారు. Data విశ్లేషించుతాం. So you need to analyze the data, right? But to analyze the data, it is not so simple. You can use a paper and a pen and analyze the data. That is how British people have analyzed our, property and our wealth. They came to India, then they've looted, right? So that is how the looting is happened. They have analyzed. So it is not that if there is a Power BI or if there is a software, we can analyze the data. Analysis is not the computer work. Analysis is the brain work. Clear? But to analyze, you need to have some data, right? To analyze, you need to have some data to process the data. When you have a large amount of data, then only we are going to be using the computers and the softwares. When you have a small amount of data, we don't analyze the data. Simple example I'll give you. Uh, you're a father. You wanted to analyze your son's education, right? Your son is doing your BTech graduation and you wanted to ask what is the semester one marks. Your son is telling, Dad, I got 72%. And it is semester one, not September, sorry. Right? And the same thing you will be able to ask, tell me in September, semester two marks. Dad, I got 94% marks. Now tell me, are you analyzing or not? This is the data. And this is the data. This data, the father is going to be analyzing, then he will get a decision saying that my son is doing good. Okay. Now the semester one you got 92%, the next one you got 66%. With these two numbers, your father can analyze the data, right? Can analyze the data or not? Does it need Power BI? No. Only the data or some paper and pen, the brain he has to use and understand. Immediately he will take the decision. My son is completely, coming down. So he will see the next semester also, right? So the next semester somehow is going to be scoring this much. Now, what is that? We will see. So when you see the drop, lot of suggestions the father has given. So no cricket, no play, no bike, no extra amount will be given. As soon as you come home, you take 1 or 2 hours rest and immediately you start study, you go to the tuition, blah, blah, blah. Everything is got changed. So when the father is taking the decision, automatically there is an improvement. So people may ask you, why data analytics? Why data analytics means to improve my business. That is what is the purpose of data analytics. Who's going to be taking the decisions? The business owners. Clear. The CEO of the company wanted to know how Apple iPhone sales in India lost 5 years. The Amazon company CEO wanted to understand how the electronic gadget sales lost 5 years in India. How the furniture sales in India in North India versus South India. So they wanted to take a couple of reports and they will be able to analyze the data. But the question is that what is the data the company is going to be having? Think about Amazon company, daily 50,000, 1 million or 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 1 million transactions are going to be happening. So getting a large amount of data and understanding the data will be very, very difficulty. So I am talking about only one kid data, one children data I can understand. If I give you 1 million children data, can you understand easily? It is impossible, right? Because so much of a data you cannot analyze, you cannot store them, right? So that is where when your brain cannot do something, so that is where we are going to be dependent on the computer. Okay. So if I have two numbers, 10 plus 20, one number is there, two numbers are there. I can do some, okay, manually I can do some. But if I have a lot of numbers like this, what I do, what I use? I use the calculator. Okay. But if I use billions of number, can I use a calculator? You have to use the computer. So it depends upon the data size. Normally, we are going to be using a software, or we are going to be using a bigger computers and everything, because the size of the data is changing. So data analytics can be done with a paper and a pen when you have a small amount of data. But why are we using a computers, Power BI, all of them, and we are saying data analytics? Because of large amount of data company has, paper and a pen you cannot use, and you cannot create these figures. You need to do a lot of calculations, right? When you are getting 10 million data or 1 million sales every day, and you need to calculate the data, you need to sum the data and do the lot of percentages, you need to find out. So all these things are not very simple. A human being is, human beings are one, human being sitting together getting the data without a computer help, you will not be able to do that. So whatever we are doing with the paper and pen, the same thing is going to be doing with the Power BI and Excel, but because the data is more and more. So that is what you need to understand. Clear? Okay, now data analytics means what? Understanding the past. The Amazon company wanted to know what was my sales in India last 5 years, and a data science many people asking you to learn today. It is also very, very important. You can complete this course in 3 months, but this course can be completed in 18 months, and which is very, very complex course. Don't get into this. I'm telling you, data science will be predicting the future. Amazon company wanted to know what will be my sales in India next 5 years. Okay. Indian government wanted to know obesity, because of the obesity rate is increasing in India gradually. Government of India wanted to know how many people may be diabetic next 5 years. They would like to predict something. So who's going to be predicting? The data science application. Clear? So population data will be given. After that population data, you will be able to understand what is the obesity rate. And after that, you derive how many people may get diabetics in next 5 years because of obesity rate is increasing. That is a prediction the government of India wanted to know. Clear? How many people may die because of heart attack, because of heart attacks, because of obesity? So they would like to predict something. They have the data. Clear? All the predictions can be done with the help of a data science application. The simple example I have given you, whether I get rains in Hyderabad the next June or not. How do you know? You have to see last 10 years rainy data about Hyderabad you would like to study, so that you can say every year June it was raining in Hyderabad. So if you see the past data, you will be able to predict. So the predictions also need large amount of past data. So data analytics, data science, both of them are not equal. So data analytics is going to be talking about understanding the past or reporting the past. This is also called as a reporting the past. Past చెప్పడం. మీ అబ్బాయి, you have semester 1 marks, semester 2 marks. This is the past data we're talking about. Clear? So reporting the past or understanding the past is called data analytics. It is also called as a business intelligence. So what all you need to learn to get into this? Compulsory, you have to know SQL. You have to learn one, Power BI tool, data warehousing tool, SSIS, this is ETL tool. These kind of a tools you're going to be learning, right? To get into data science application, because without a data, nothing is going to be happening. You have to know SQL, you have to know Python, you have to know again this ETL concept, and more important is data warehousing, blah, blah, blah. Plus, you need to understand machine learning algorithms, artificial intelligence data structures, and you have to be good in stats and good in mathematics, right? So you have to know in depth of stats, in depth of maths is required. So to understand data analytics, 10th standard mathematics is sufficient. But to understand data science, the 10th standard mathematics is not sufficient. You have to know statistics, you have to know maths. It is, plus one, plus two, or more than that. Clear? So that is what you have to know. Don't get into data science directly. If you wanted to get into data science, I strongly recommend you go into data analytics, work for the company 3 to 4 years. Now you will understand a lot of things about data analytics. Slowly you jump into this. So that is how your traveling would be, your journey would be. No, no, never say that my brother told me get into data science because it is a hot skill in the market. One of my guru told me like that, or one of my faculty told me like that. No, one of YouTuber told me like that. So it is not very simple one. You don't get direct data science jobs, and a data science, it is not a software engineering job. It will be a data scientist job. It is a scientist job. Scientist means people who are going to be having research skills. Clear? So don't go into this kind of skills directly. I strongly recommend go into what data analytics. Complete this course within 3 months. You can complete it. You will be able to complete all of them. Then give the trial for 1 or 2 months extra. Do the project with us, and you can simply get the job. Minimum 2 to 3 offer letters you will be able to get. Then you can enjoy. Otherwise it will be difficult if you take the wrong courses, and it is, if you don't get the proper trainer, proper mentor, understanding the concept itself will take a lot of time. Clear? On top of that, you have to know in depth of maths and everything. That is also strategy, and is 18 months course, and this is a 3 months course. Clear, guys? That is what I would like to give you. Now, if you wanted to understand, either do data analytics, or if you wanted to do data science, anything you wanted to do, definitely you have to know about data, right? So what is a data? This question asked by Microsoft, or asked to the Microsoft by one of the journalists. Sir, what do you mean by data? Microsoft says data is a currency today. What is data? Data is a currency today, or data is next generation fuel. So with the data, you should be able to get large amount of fuel or lot amount of income you can generate. WhatsApp is not selling anything to you directly, but they are rich. Google is not selling anything to you directly, they are rich. Instagram is not selling to you directly, but they are very, very rich. How come? They are having your data. So data is next generation fuel. That is what Microsoft says. What Google says. Google is saying data is everything today. Whatever you think that is a data today. That is what Google is saying. You wanted to have artificial intelligence application. You would like to implement robots. You wanted to have driverless cars. Okay. All these things because of one thing, that is a data. Without data, nothing can exist in this world. So that is what is Google saying. Clear? But the question is that what is the size of the data the company has? I am running my own company, goonlinetrainings.com, or you will be running your own company, small sweet shop. Okay, small, shop you may be having. But what is the data you may be having? Some 1,000 customers or 500 customers. We have some data about their customers, very limited size data you have, right? So normally when you have a small size of data, okay, I'm talking about the data size, very small, says megabytes of data. Every month I am getting thousands of inquiries, only 1,000 2,000 inquiries I will get it. People may ask me, sir, tell me what is the, do you have a Java course? Do you have SQL course? Sir, my phone number is this, my email ID is this, I wanted to enroll for SQL course, Power BI course. All the data we are going to be storing, where we are going to be storing in one Excel sheet, or you may store in the paper and pen also. There's no problem at all. So all the data we will be able to store in a Excel file, or you may use paper, pen, whatever you would like to use. So this is the data we have it. So in that, my team is maintaining what is the serial number, what is the name of the student, which course is interested, and gender, date of inquiry, and a phone number, email ID. If they join, let us make some amount, $100, $200, and one is that they have paid. So these people did not join the demo or class. These people only joined the class. Let us understand I have some data. This is my data. So like that every day, every month, I'm getting 1,000 inquiries. All the data my team is going to be writing like that. Okay. So where I'm storing the data, all the data I'm storing in an Excel sheet. When you have this much of a data, you are going to be storing all the data where in Excel sheet. Or you may store in the paper and a pen, but normally we use Excel sheets. So store, and we also process the data. What is the process? Processing means my uh, my management wanted to know summary. Okay, so they have the detailed data like this, but nobody wanted to have the data. We normally create a summary. We create a summary. What kind of a summary we create like that? In January, Power BI, how many people have inquired, number of inquiries. So I will go manually here. I will count one, one, two. I will count like this. I will go. I will write the numbers. January Power BI, two people came, and MSBA, let us say 40 people have inquired. Like that, manually I am processing. I am able to create this kind of a chart. So that is what is. Nobody needs this detailed data. Everybody needs, the management needs a summary. So they will understand, oh, Power BI, these many people have inquired in the January month. In the next month, there is an increase. Ah, very nice, very nice. So by seeing the summary, people can understand whether it is a decreasing or increasing. I had many more inquiries for DevOps course, but inquiries have been reduced. Clear? I have increase. I have a lot of decrease. So like that, every month you can compare with the previous month and then analyze how the number of inquiries getting increased or getting decreased. If they're getting increased, what should I do? If they're getting decreased, what should I do? I need to give more advertisements. Clear? If the number of calls are not getting, what should I do? As a business manager, I have to give a lot of advertisements in the YouTube, paper, and I have to give ads and everywhere. So that is what I would like to do it. So this is one report I am going to be doing by using this. And I am also creating what is the fee collected in Power BI. We collected 20,000 rupees or the dollars, like that. Every month you will be able to create a lot of reports. Clear? So nobody needs this data. By this data, I will be able to create a summary. So this is what is called a report. Clear? So this you can do it with the help of an Excel sheet. But if you don't need this kind of a report, you can also take this data and you can also create a beautiful visualizations like this. Now you will come to know Power BI is rocking, not MSBA. You will be able to create this kind of a visualizations. Kada? So you can show the data. You can take the data, convert into understandable information like this, or you can also say and take this data, create a lot of visualizations like this also. So using Excel sheet, Excel is a number one reporting tool, number one data analytics tool. Anybody can create a proper reports, proper summary, proper visualization. This is also called as a dashboard. Now you tell me, without knowing anything, I'm able to take this data. I am processing the data manually. I am also able to create a lot of reports, and these reports will be shown to the management. They will understand why the sales is coming down, why the sales is going up. All these things will be analyzed by the management. So this complete process is called as a data analytics. So take the raw data, convert into meaningful data in the form of this kind of a tables, or you can create a visualizations. However, you're going to be doing in Excel sheet, the same way we will be able to do it in the Power BI. right? So we will understand where exactly we're going to be using Power BI and everything. So when you have a small amount of data, so what normally we do, we are going to be getting the data, storing the data in Excel. Manually, we are storing and creating, processing, and doing a lot of reports here. Okay, this is the, when you have a small amount of data, I'm talking about megabytes. But when the data size is gigabytes of data, think about Amazon company. Every month they are getting lakhs or millions of rows. Can I store the data in Excel? The answer is no, right? When you have so much of data to be stored, Excel is going to be failing. Can you say, I have a 50 GB of data, 100 GB of data. Can I store data in, Excel? The answer is no. Now that is where we are going to be using SQL software. I was yesterday talking about it, right? So SQL or database management systems or relational database management systems, you're going to be using it. It is only going to store your data, and who's going to be processing your data? You tell me. So normally these softwares are not going to be helping you. You have to use a language to process your data. So language, like we know lot of languages, C++, Java, .NET, Python. So if you wanted to process the data, normally RDBMS cannot be used. So RDBMS or SQL. So we have popular tools. Yesterday, I told you clearly what is RDBMS. So Oracle is a RDBMS software. SQL Server is a RDBMS software. Like that, lot of softwares are available. So all these are called as data storing technologies. MySQL, and we have PostgreSQL. Kada? So all of them are called SQL softwares, or called as a database management software. So you can store the data. As I told you, if you wanted to store a large amount of data, IT industry is going to be storing all the data into SQL, or it is also called as a database management system, or it is also called as a relational database management system. So layman terminology, what is a Oracle? Oracle is a go down. SQL Server is one more go down. DB2 is one more go down, or the storeroom, right? We have a lot of cold, rooms where cold storages are available, where we're going to be putting a lot of food items and storing it, right? So Oracle is just like one company's storeroom where you can keep large amount of data. Oracle is a go down or a tank. You can think like that. SQL Server is one more go down or the tank. So it is from the Microsoft, it is from the Oracle company, DB2 from IBM company. Lot of software companies have created lot of softwares. Oracle is a software which can store large amount of data. So as I told you yesterday, I have a lot of blood. Where can I store the blood? Blood bank. I have a lot of gold. I have a lot of gold. Where can I store the gold? Gold bank. But I have a lot of data. Where can I store the data? Data bank. The data bank is called database. How do you manage this? Management services. How do you manage? How do you store the data? How do you retrieve the data? That is what is called a database management system. How do you manage? If you have tons and tons of code, how do you store? How do you keep the cameras, and how do you keep the security? That is management, right? So like that, when you have a large amount of data, when you're storing, how do you manage it? So all these things you're going to be talking about in SQL. So SQL is nothing but a big go down where you can store the data. Oracle is a bigger go down, or SQL Server is a bigger go down. This is one more company's go down. This is one more company's go down. That's it. You can store the data, you can get the data, you can store the water, get the water in the tank. That's it. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. When you have a more and more data, Excel is going to be failing. You need to use SQL. Now, let us talk about the data is slowly becoming a terabytes. The data size getting increased. Now it is not in the gigabytes, it is there in the terabytes of data. It is millions. 1 million is equivalent to 10 lakhs. million to billions of data we are getting. Billion means 100 crores. Million means 10 crores. Clear? We are getting millions and billions of data. It is not there in the GBs. Let us talk a simple example. Every month, 500 GB of data you are getting in Amazon.com. 12 months of data I'm talking about. It is becoming approximately 66,000 GB is equivalent to 6 terabytes of data for 1 year. Now I wanted to calculate 10 years of data. That means 6 terabytes into 10 years. It will become 60 terabytes of data. Now where do you store these terabytes of data? Normal SQL, normal RDBMS computers will fail. So when you have a terabytes of data, the Amazon company would like to store this much of a data. So we are going to be having specialized computer. That is what is called a data warehouse softwares or tools to store the data. When we have this much of a data, languages can process the data. What are the languages we can use? We may use C, we may use C++, we may use Python, we may use .NET, we may use Java, we may use X or Y or Z, some language where you need to write so much of a code. So much of a code people used to write 10 years back. So they used to process. Process means I wanted to know simple summing operation I have to do on my sales data. I wanted to know what is the sales or what is the average sales in India and what is the total sales in India. What is the last 5 years sales for the Apple iPhone product? Like that, I would like to do lot of processing of the data. Processing means filtering of the data, doing the summing operation, averaging operation. All these things can be done with the help of a much of coding that will be very, very complex. Clear? So, but when you have so much of a data here, we are going to be storing the data in the data warehousing. So languages are completely removed because you cannot write the code. BI tools, business intelligence tools have been increased into the market. Clear, guys? So that is what you got to understand. So when you have terabytes of data, data warehousing, computers have been invented. What is a data warehousing? In the layman terms, it is a large hardware, very big hardware, bigger computer you need to buy. In that you have to install same SQL software. That's it. Same SQL, same RDBMS software you need to install. So whatever you have it here, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, it is there. It will be installed on the bigger computer. So that is what is called a data warehouse. That's it. So you don't have a special software, but only you need to remember you will be able to buy bigger hardware and install the same SQL Server or the RDBMS. Now it will become a data warehousing. Data warehouse, you should not write where space house. It is wrong. Or you should not write a data warehouse. It is also wrong. So you need to write data warehouse is a single word. Data space warehouse. Okay, now so all these things we have to know. Data warehouse means see very big hardware. You have to install what? Same SQL software. For example, what is the difference between storeroom and the godown? Storeroom also where you're going to be constructed with the using cement, brick, steel. Godown also you're going to be using cement and brick, steel. But the difference is godown size is bigger. Storeroom size will have in our homes very, very smaller, right? So when you have a large amount of space, large amount of hardware, when you have, it will become data warehousing. So otherwise it will become a normal computer. For example, I'll show you my computer capacity. I'll show you what is the properties of my computer. My computer is having 8 GB of RAM and a i5 processor and Windows 11 Pro, and that's it. So what is the maximum size capacity? All put together 1 terabyte of data. So if I install Oracle or if I install SQL Server, maximum data I can store 1 terabyte of data. But if I wanted to store 60 terabytes of data, what should I do? I cannot increase the hard disk size. My laptop is not going to survive. It will collapse. I have to buy the bigger computer with 100 terabytes of hard disk, 1000 GB of RAM, 100 processors are running. In that machine, I will be able to install SQL Server. All these data warehouses are available, and these are available, bigger soft, these computers are available in your data centers. So when you go, say, data centers, you will be able to see. Amazon has a lot of data centers. Microsoft has a lot of data centers. Now, when you go to image, now these are the bigger computers. So this each one is a bigger warehousing server. So it may be having, this is one bigger server, data warehousing server. This is one server, very bigger servers. You will be able to find out in that what software will be running. It will be SQL software. SQL means Oracle or a SQL Server or DB2, or like that. It is going to be, sending. And in this server, one company is going to be storing their data. Clear? So all this data warehouse means a bigger computer where the SQL software going to be installed, and you will be able to have the data in the data centers. These are going to be maintained by the IT companies like Capgemini, Accenture company, Infosys company, Microsoft company, Google company. All the people are going to be maintaining this data. So whenever you go with your project, for example, State Bank of India wanted to store their data, they will be approaching one IT company, right? Accenture, my Infosys. Infosys will tell them that, sir, you need to buy one hardware, sir, you need to buy one software license. We will be configuring, we will be putting all your data, then you can store the data. So all the budget and everything will be taken by the State Bank of India, and all this technical support will be provided by Infosys or Accenture or the Capgemini. Clear, guys? So this is how the companies will be. So when you have so much of a data, you cannot process the data with the help of a language. Now we need to have a no coding or low coding tools. This is where BA tools came into market. The first BA tool is called SAP BA, then SAS BA, then Oracle BA, then Microsoft MS BA, now Tableau BA. Lot of tools came later. Okay, so Tableau BA, and to give a competition, we have a Power BI. Okay, so MSBI means Microsoft, BI, Business Intelligence. Power BI means Microsoft, Power BI. It is, these two tools are from the Microsoft. Remaining tools from the non-Microsoft tools. All these things. Let us understand this. Let me take 5 more minutes. I'll complete the demo. Okay. So let us talk about all the things difference between these tools. So all these BI tools will be only one reporting tool. It is only one tool. The one tool is also called a reporting tool, where you can create a visualizations. I had shown you in Excel, right? Similar to that, we can create a beautiful visualizations, and that's it, but which are very complex and costly. Okay, and these tools have been released into the market in year 2000. Clear? So data warehousing concept got released into the market in 1990s. The BI concept got introduced into the market year 2000, right? And the SQL concept got released into 1970s, and the languages got invented before that, 1950s and 60s. Languages were first, then the SQL, then the data warehousing, then the BA tools got implemented. Clear? BA tools, why? Because no coding is done. You can create a beautiful reports and very easy. So that is the reason many people have started using BA tools, business intelligence tools, for to analyze your data. But the problem is that these tools are costly and complex, and Microsoft seen their issues, and Microsoft released three tools. When they have released in the year 2005, MSBI means Microsoft BA. MSBA means Microsoft BA. Okay, business intelligence. So three tools, what are they? In that they have released SSIS is one tool, SSAS is one tool, SSRS is one more tool. This is ETL tool, And this is where we are going to be creating a cube and we can analyze the data with this tool. And the last tool will be reporting a tool. So these people have given only reporting a tool. Microsoft told with the reporting you can do something. Today if you buy a earlier days if you buy a Nokia phone only you can call. But after that smartphones and released where you have a camera, you have a lot of other things like that. Lot of things have been introduced into the phone like that. It is not only a reporting tool, but lot of other things you will be able to see, and these are free. And Microsoft says or one third cost of the above tool. You are getting only one tool, more much of costly, and Microsoft says I'll be giving you for free if you buy my SQL Server license. When you buy my SQL Server license, it is RDBMS software. You can store the data. I will be able to give you these tools are free. You can create a lot of reports and visualization, or I can give you one third cost. And Microsoft has a big brand and it is easy, no coding at all. So because of that, because of the branding and everything, these tools have been become more popular in 2005 even today. Clear? So that is what you got to understand these BI tools with MS BI. But suddenly what is happened in 2010, this guy from non-Microsoft tool came, they told, hey, if you wanted to create a reports, use Tableau BI. 2010 it came to the market. It is said it is not a normal BI, it is a self-service BI. What is the meaning? Any non-technical people can create a beautiful reports. I'm the manager, I'm the MBA guy. I would like to create a report and submit it to my boss. I need not know any technical knowledge. So I can create a self-service reports and give it to my boss. But SSRS and all these tools with a technical team has to be there. Clear? A coding team has to be there. Then Tableau BA release, they said, no. It is a self-service BA. Simple example I can give you. If you wanted to prepare Maggie, cook the Maggie noodles. So do you know to know cooking? No. Anybody can get the Maggie noodles. They can cook and eat it, right? That is what is called self-service. No need of knowing cooking, nothing. Right. So that is how self-service BI got introduced into the market. So that is the reason many people have slowly, started using a Tableau BI because it is self-service BI. It is just like a cooking a Maggi noodles and eating it. That's it. Okay, many people started using. So Microsoft slowly started losing its market because this is a reporting tool, and this reporting tool is not at all competitor when you do with the Tableau BI. Then Microsoft has to do something, right? Immediately, Microsoft has released Power BI in 2015. Okay, and it is also self-service BI. Any non-technical people can learn. And what Microsoft says, Microsoft always will give it for free or very less cost, and a very big brand. Because of the cost and the big brand, this has become a popular, and a Tableau BI gone down. Okay, so people are using nowadays not the reporting tool for SSRS. People are going to be using Power BI, but with the Power BI, you must use these two tools also. Otherwise, you cannot do lot of activities in order to do that. So this alone will be good if you learn, but to get a job, not only Power BI, you should be able to know these tools also. Clear? So all these are BI tools. Power BI is completely reporting tool where you should be able to create lot of reports and lot of visualizations and everything. Now I'll be able to talk about one more thing. So I wanted to give you SQL Server is also Microsoft tool, right? I would like to give you brief introduction about SQL Server. and so that you will be able to understand. You will call this as a SQL Server or SQL Server. And let me give you history. So history, Microsoft started this software long back. So 1.0 version got released in 1989. Okay. But it's a completely SQL or database management system software. What is the meaning of this? You can store the data or you can retrieve the data. I told you SQL Server is a go down or Oracle is a go down. So you may have any companies go down, right? Oracle is a go down where you can store large amount of data. We have a Chiranjeevi blood bank, we have Care Hospital blood bank, we have Apollo Hospital blood bank. Like that, we have different companies blood banks. Like that, we have different companies softwares are available. You should be able to store the data in this softwares. Like that, SQL Server is a SQL software or a database management software. Microsoft taken this name and they have put in it here. So it does not mean that SQL means all these are SQL only. Clear? All these are SQL only. Never confuse. SQL means any software that is going to be storing a large amount of data is called as a SQL software. It could be Oracle or SQL software. Now, SQL software is created and in 1.0 version got released, and later Microsoft released 3.0, 5.0, 7.0, year 2000. It is a completely SQL software. Now, after that, SQL Server 2005 got released in the year 2005, and in that it is RDBMS software which can store the data. In this also Microsoft released MSBI. They have added three more tools there itself. Okay, if you buy salt today, you will also get iodine free, iodized salt. Clear? It is not a salt. In India, it is iodized salt, right? Like that, if you buy a SQL, it is not only SQL, but also BI software. So both of them, SQL software will be installed and SSIS and SSAS and all these softwares are going to be installed. So that is what you got to understand. Now, what is the next version they have released? 2008. Now 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022. These many versions of SQL Server softwares are released. So what is the meaning of SSIS? SSIS means what? You can easily understand. SS stands for SQL Server. This SS stands for SQL Server Integration Services. So what is the integration means ETL. So tomorrow I'll be talking about what is SSIS. Okay, very interesting topic. Tomorrow is the final demo. You will be able to attend. So SSIS is a SQL Server Integration Services. Clear? So which is also called as a ETL software. ETL means extracting the data, transforming the data, and loading the data. The next software is called analysis software. So this is what is called SQL Server Analysis Services. What is analysis? Tomorrow you will be able to learn. In this, we create a cube and we analyze the data. Clear? This is the second tool. You will be able to get it. The final tool will be SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services. You create a lot of reports. So this is a reporting software similar to Excel sheets. Excel, you can create visualizations and everything. So these three tools are going to be installed. So when you install SQL Server, the latest we're going to be installing either 22 or 2019. Compulsorily, you should know SSIS. Compulsorily, you should know SSAS. And instead of SSRS, we are going to be learning Power BI, right? So we are not going to be learning this software because it is not a self-service BI software. We are not going to be learning SSRS. Without this, we are going to be using Power BI as a reporting tool. That is what you need to know. So you have to undergo SSIS and SSAS, and you need to undergo data warehousing, and you should also undergo SQL Server. All these combinations we are going to be learning in our tools. As I told you, in October and November, next 2 months, you will be able to learn two things. One is called SQL Server, you have to know, plus Power BI, you have to learn daily. So these are the live classes, morning 8 o'clock, 45 days it will be there. You have to attend, and the daily videos also will be given. Clear? You should also know SQL Server, but no live classes are available. You have to buy the videos and you have to watch them. So how many videos I have? 45 hours, 45 plus hours videos are available. So daily you have to attend the morning Power BI class, and these videos also will be uploaded. If you miss any day Power BI class, daily videos I can give you. The video validity will be 6 months. Okay, it will be there. So all the videos by default you will be able to get the 6 months. And if you wanted to extend, you can extend by paying some nominal amount, very, very nominal amount. You can pay some 300 rupees or 400 rupees. You need to make on the portal charges. You can extend for 2 months, 3 months, one month or 1 year. Nominal amount will be there. So you can do that. But definitely next 2 months you will be able to parallelly run. So these two, and in the month of December, you are going to be learning compulsorily SSIS also, as I told you, which is ETL, very, very important tool you will be able to learn. So here you can attend live class, or you can also buy the videos or the practice, and this will be for only 25 hours. Within 1 month, you will be able to complete, and I will give you data warehousing. This will be free videos, and at least 10 classes, 10 hours classes you will be able to get it. I will be able to give you SSAS. It will be for free. So I will be able to give you 10 hours videos. So you need to pay, you have to make the amount for these two courses now. And in the month of December, you need to make the amount for SSIS course. Why we need to learn all of them? If I learn only Power BI, isn't it sufficient? It is not, because I have told you in the Naukri itself. If you go to Naukri portal and you look for Power BI jobs, you see what are the things that you have to know the companies are asking. Power BI, just click jobs. You see what are they asking? Did you understand SSIS they're asking? It is Accenture company. It is a 3 day job. Total jobs, how many we have? 22,000 jobs are available. They're asking SQL, data analysis, like that. You cannot say, I will be learning. See, they're asking SSAS, Power BI, SQL Server. They're also asking Azure. So you have to understand it 3 days back. Okay, so only in Hyderabad and Secunderabad you have this. So how many jobs you need? You need only one job. But if you learn only one Power BI, you don't get a job. It is 4 to 6 years. It is a 4 to 6 years. It is 4 to 6. 10 days ago. It is 9 days ago. Clear? It is 11 days ago. You will be able to get many jobs like that. 3 days ago. It is one more company. Guys, 3 days ago, like that. It is a 2 to 4 is a 3 days ago. Accenture company, one company is having these many offers 6 days ago, right? So SQL, DAX, data modeling, Power BI, SSIS, all these things are compulsory. ETL means what? SSIS. Clear? So you cannot say, sir, my friend told me learn Power BI for 1 month and SQL only 5 days. I will be able to learn. And can I get a job? 100% you cannot get a job. 100% I can tell you. If you don't know in depth of SQL Server, you cannot crack, because 60% of the interview questions are going to be asked in this only. Remember. Remaining 40% questions are going to be coming from Power BI, SSIS, and data warehousing. Remember. So if you go to Power BI interview, all these things are going to be asked. You cannot say, I don't know SQL Server. You cannot say, sir, I will have Udemy videos, or my friend will told me he will teach me SQL Server. No, 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 no. Sir, I will watch, YouTube videos. You cannot get a job because 60% of the work is also will be done not in the Power BI. The complete backbone for data analytics course will be SQL Server. Clear? So you have to know in depth of the SQL Server. All these are no coding software or the less coding softwares. Only SQL Server where you have a little coding, very little coding. If you know 10th class mathematics, you should be able to understand SQL, Power BI, SSASN, and the importance you need to know SQL Server, because many people will tell me, sir, IT industry we can easily survive when you know SQL Server or when you know SQL RDBMS, because IT industry is going to be dealing with the data. Without data, IT industry is not going to be working. But unfortunately, the trainers who are not working in the IT industry, they are not real-time trainers. They will say, you learn basic SQL and 1 month Power BI. Nothing will happen in your life. You try to do and you go for the interview. And the first question itself is a question on the SQL Server, and 60% they will be drilling in the SQL knowledge only, and remaining topics will be only 40%. When you get a job also, 60% of the time you are going to be working with this. Clear? So don't underestimate and don't take the wrong guidance. If you have the wrong mentor, wrong faculty, wrong guidance, if you're taking from a YouTube channel, if you think that that guy is a good guy for you, and that guy is misleading because they wanted to have the number of views. So they will say anything, whatever they would like to say. Now tell me, who's that guy? Do you know what is his experience? He does not know whether he's a real-time guy or the bad guy or the nice guy. Whatever he's saying, you simply following. And many people are telling you have to learn Excel to get into Power BI. So many YouTube people will say Excel. Excel is okay, but Excel is not mandatory. It is not important. Even people will say you need to learn Python also. Python is also good, but not mandatory. So what is mandatory is this. Clear? So don't go into different things. If you know Excel, that is good, but Excel is not mandatory. Now tell me, I had opened a lot of things. Anywhere did they ask Excel? Very few cases they may ask you, but it is not that they will ask you. So the Naukri.com, where the real requirements are able to see from the companies. I am not writing my requirements. Accenture is giving the requirements. Now say, are they asking Excel anywhere? Many people will misguide you because they will say you need to learn that, you need to learn this, right? So SQL is important everywhere. SQL. Have you seen this everywhere? SQL is important. SQL is important. SQL is important everywhere. Clear? SQL is important. So people are talking about that, but unnecessarily the people will say, you learn Power BI, you don't learn that course. And they'll say, you learn basics of SQL. That is where your failing is going to start. So wrong people, when are there, if you're following them, so that is where you're going to be failing. So if you have good mentor, good guru, the 50% of success already there in your basket. Remember, so don't worry about the recession because the recessions are temporary, skills are permanent. Always I say, if you have a PG or PhD, there is no use. It is always the skills which are important. It is not the age which is stopping you, which is not the thing which is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you. Only your mindset which is stopping you to grow. Clear? If I learn, what will happen? What will happen? Maximum, what will happen? You don't get a job. So what is that you lose? Nothing, right? So many people are worried more and more, and they took the shortcut. Shortcut. Everything I have to do it within 1 month because my friend told me he will refer me in the his company. So I have to learn everything in 1 month. Why? My friend told me. If the friend is not there, can't you get a job? If the company is not there, can't you get a job? Are you living only for that company? Why? Why are you following this kind of a thinking, narrow mindset? So that is not the proper mindset. Not you are not there in this earth or in this world because of friend. If friend is not there, if the company is not there, still if you have the skill, you will be able to get the job. Forget about your friend. Don't go into in 1 month you need to complete. I will refer. You need not refer. He need not do anything. You need to follow good gurus, good mentors, follow them with them, do the courses with them, and nothing can change. Only the skills can change your life. Your qualification cannot change. Your friend cannot change your life. Your company cannot change your life. Only your skills, your knowledge can change your skills. Remember and proceed further. Don't go into these scandals, scams. Pay 2 lakhs. We will give you job within 1 month. You come, we will give you the jobs in backdoor and pay 70,000, pay 1 lakh, pay 2 lakhs. Don't go into this kind of a scams or the scandals. You will lose money, you lose the confidence. Always they say, don't waste the time. You never think that you're not wasting the time, you're investing the time. For example, you wanted to get a proper shape. Can you get the proper body shape within 20 days? Do you have any book like that? You can get the proper shape in 20 days. You can get the proper shape in 1 month, minimum 6 months, minimum 3 months, minimum 1 year you need to have so that gradually you can increase. If you're learning a skill, can you learn within 1 month? Can you learn within half a month? Can you learn within only 1 hour of work? If you watch the video without practicing, can you do that? All these things cannot happen. So practically you need to think, practically you need to approach, practically daily 2 hours, 3 hours of practice has to be there. Saturday, Sunday, normally I don't conduct the classes. So you need to increase the practice more. Clear? So all these things are important. Come to practical side. When the ready people are there, when the skilled people are there, companies are going to recruit like anything, right? In the recession, one student, Pavani, she got 2 offer letters. She struggled for 10 years saying that, sir, I don't have enough salary. Why? She does not have the skills. She realized after 10 years. She took the course within 3 months. One company told, we will give you 15 lakhs salary, but she asked only 9 lakhs salary. She was in Amazon, and the Amazon company said, hey, we cannot give you more than 4 lakhs per annum. Since you don't have any other skills in the call center, you will get only 4 lakhs per annum. 10 years. She was able to survive only with the 4 lakhs because she does not have the skill. April month she joined, current year 2023. June she got it. The job, she has 9 lakhs, the company gave 15 lakhs. I'll show you the offer letter also after this meeting. I cannot record it. So that is how the power of skill. 10 years, she is completely stuck. A BCom civil engineering background student. Now she was stuck. Now tell me, today is recession, right? But how this girl got 15 lakhs of salary package within 3 to 4 months of time? It is the skill. Nothing, nobody can stop you if you have the skill. Chalo guys. So I want to end this, the demo number 2 now. I wanted to take the demo number 3 tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be talking about what is ETL, what is, Cube or what is SSAS and what is data warehousing. All of them I'll be telling in depth so that we'll complete the all technical parts tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the final demo. After that, you will be able to get the fee details and everything by this team. Day after tomorrow, we will be installing SQL Server and Power BI in your laptop. What is the laptop configuration you should have? I have told you clearly in yesterday's class also. Let me open Amazon. So what kind of a laptops you have to buy? So Lenovo I'm using, you can buy HP or other laptops also. Below 35,000 rupees or 36,000 rupees you can buy. So this is the laptop I was suggesting. So this laptop link also I have given. So in the chart window, I'll be putting it. You can buy this kind of a configurations. We need 4 GB of RAM, but 8 GB is there. 256 GB hard disk space and Windows 11 we need it. So that's it. So this is the configuration you should be able to have. 34,000 rupees you can get it. So any processor is fine but except Celeron processors. If you go, you will be able to get less price laptops. Those buy, don't buy. So this is a less price. Celeron, it is not going to be useful. Never buy Celeron. AMD is good or i3, i4, i5 is good, but don't buy below 32,000. So 33,000, 34,000, you will be able to get good laptops and buy this kind of a laptops. And Windows 11 we need to have. So these laptops comes with that. You can buy this laptop. If not, at least within 10 days of time, you can take and buy one laptop and you can install the software later also. But if you have the laptop ready, we will be able to install day after tomorrow. Clear? I will give you all the softwares. I'll show you how to install it. So there's no problem. So tomorrow is the last demo number 3. I'll be talking about the complete BI architecture in tomorrow's class. Any questions if you have, you can welcome. So if you lose this batch, the next batch is going to be starting from the November 1st. Every month we have only one batch, same timing. We don't have other timing also. We don't have any fast forward classes or weekend classes. We don't have it. If you don't have a time, what you can do, daily videos, live classes videos you can buy, you can watch the videos. If you have any questions, you can ask the question in my email ID. You can tell me your phone number in the email ID. I will be calling, I will be giving the clarifications. We can meet one to one. Even though you buy videos, I will be able to help with the lab and everything. Clear? So otherwise we don't have any other thing. So you can neatly watch daily videos if you don't have the time. So we don't have any other schedules. You can watch and you can ask me the questions in the email. You write me your phone number. So definitely we can connect one to one. You may be in India or maybe in abroad. We can, fix one time. We can, be there one to one with a separate meeting ID. I'll be, solving all your issues and the problems. That is how we can practice, guys. And all the best for your learning and the data analytics. As long as data is there, data analytics is there. Clear? So you should not be worried about this course because I'm in this in this area since 2002 onwards, 2003 onwards. I'm into business intelligence. Even today, lot of opportunities worldwide. I have shown you in the Naukri itself. Now we have 23,000 jobs are available. How many jobs you need? One job. But are you ready for that job? That is what is the question you need to ask yourself. Who's stopping you to get into IT industry? Is it me or is it your father or is it mother? Nobody. You don't have the proper mentor. You don't have the proper guru. That is where you stopped it. SQL Server, both of them are same. SQL is the language or SQL is the concept that can be used with the help of a SQL Server. Both of them are same only. Okay. India and Bharat, both of them are same. Something like that. Okay. SQL means the same name the Microsoft is used. Clear? So, so all the softwares are called as SQL softwares. Even Oracle is also called as a SQL software. Why the name SQL came? That information you will be able to know in your SQL Server videos. Okay, that real difference. What is a SQL? What is a SQL Server? What is the real difference? I clearly spoken about in the videos. You just watch them. So as of now, you think both of them are same. The real difference will come to know later. So no worries about it. Chalo, guys. Okay. So did you like this demo, guys? Nachinda?